there will be either destruction or. Let's have a deep dive on convergent plate boundary movement. So when we have two plates when they are moving towards each other, as a result of this, specifically here we have a case. So accordingly, we talk. Here we have a like a ocean plate. Here we have the ocean continent. Operating currents are in this. So oceanic plate is going to interact with the continental subduct below. When it will subduct below, purity is the xenosphere. Xenosphere is brittle. I hope you remember plastic. As a result of this, the purity will be out from. Yes, we will have formation. At the same time, because of this force which has been exerted, this part of continental plate will see the young fold mountains. This part of crust will going to fold. As the crust will going to fold, there will be formation of mountains. Similarly, the portion at which the interaction is taking place, here the interaction is taking place, or in this image you can see that the interaction is taking place. So this is the part where the collision, the interaction between the continental and oceanic plate is taking place, and this is what the subduction zone which has been followed. So here you will see that we will have a formation of trenches. So trenches will be formed. Then we will have a young fold mountains which will going to form. Similarly, at the same time we may have a formation, we may have an emplacement of lava. If it is there, then we may have a formation of volcanoes. So all of these will take place together or independently. Might be a possibility that only trenches will form. Might be a possibility that only young fold mountains might have formed. Maybe a possibility that only volcano might have formed, or any combination of these could have been formed when these two plates will going to interact with each other. So when we have a continental and oceanic convergence, so we'll have a formation of fold mountains, subduction zone will be there, oceanic trenches will be there. Yes, similarly here you can have a volcanic arc. The volcanic arc will going to form. Volcanic island in the sea could be formed. Yes, when the two plates will collide towards each other, there will be a shaking of plate, shaking of plate will be termed as what? Earthquake. When plate will shake, when plate will have some sort of vibration, that is an earthquake. So wherever we have a convergence, that will lead. See, these all factors, these all phenomena will be observed either at once, might be independent. Some of them might be formed, some of might not form. Okay, because it is science. Have a logic that yes, these will going to form, but there is no proper manner, there is no proper mechanism which can be deciphered, and what could be the way in which is about the convergence. Ahead here you can see a divergent boundary movement. So in this divergent plate boundary movement, here you can say this is the constructive plate boundary. Here when these move away from each other, gravity will be filled, so that's why it is constructive plate boundary. So in this constructive plate boundary, what will going to form? There will be a mid-oceanic ridges, there will be a sea floor spreading, volcanic activity, and yes, we might have Rift Valley formed. Valley will especially be formed whenever continent. So based on this pattern, wherever you see mid-oceanic ridges, that is the yes, we have convergent plate. Wherever you see young fold mountains, now you can decipher that yes, there is an interaction of continental oceanic plate. Wherever in world you see volcanoes, you can decipher that yes, there are interaction of the plates, specifically continental plates are interacting with. Whenever we have a parallel, here you can see this image. Okay, one more thing. Whenever we have this kind of divergent plate boundary movement, have an earthquake as well. Earthquake will When there will be a movement in plate, there will be a shaking of plate, vibration of plate, that will ultimately. All right, let's have a some sort of clarity. Let's have so when the two plates are parallel to each other, there is a destruction. There is a neither destruction nor creation are parallel to each other. But when they are parallel to each other, obviously there will be some sort of, you can say, earthquake. Obviously, certainly. Now, the way in which the mental currents are operating here, that way is in this way. The mental currents are actually this way. That's why this part of slab is moving in that direction, part of slab this particular. So, as a result of this kind of interaction, earthquake, yes, we could formation of faults. You will have a clarity about faults, don't worry. And we could have a linear valleys as well, linear ridges formed here. The linear valley which has earthquake will be. There will not be a volcanism, not be a arc. There will not be a island. So what form play? Let's have a more and more refining clarity about the interaction of these. When these plates will going to interact, we have cases here. I told you about the convergence plate boundary movement. To have a continent, or we make convergence happen these different of interaction. Let's have a clarity on. So suppose we have a convergence. Let's say convergent plate. Two plates are moving towards because of the mental operating current. These two plates. So we have a case here. Suppose we have a one oceanic plate, one continent, one oceanic plate, continental, and these two plates are moving. Plates will be moving towards each other. They will collision as a result of this. Now, just think when these two plates are moving towards each other. First of all, there will be a what vibration. When we have a vibration, we have a earth sorted. Then we have a subduction, or could be simultaneously. Yes, could be simultaneously. Vibration. Then there is subduction. When there is subduction, there will be no stress on this continental part as well. So earthquake, holding unfold mountains. Now here we have a emplacement of lava. We have a volcanoes here as well. Okay, and yes, this part which French actually. So we will have a young fold mountain, subduction zone, volcanic arc, volcanic island, and